Yes.
All right, well, welcome to the line for those of you who are out there listening. We're here at the Construction Ready Expo in Atlanta, Georgia. And I'm here with this is a first for me. I'm here with Commissioner Natalie Hall of District 4 in Fulton County. So welcome to the line, Commissioner.
Thank you so much, Joshua.
We're so glad to have you here. So we're here at Construction Ready, and the Commissioner and I, we're walking around looking at the different events and the team building areas and all of the construction. And she's here. We walked around. We kind of toured it a little bit with Construction Ready and Skills USA. And I'm just curious, Commissioner, what are your thoughts? What do you think here of the expo so far?
The expo is beyond anything that I could have ever imagined. To see young people and just to see them building things with their hands from nothing, from just having, tools and materials, and then making huge projects out of those tools and materials is just amazing. It really goes to show that, we can make something out of nothing.
Yeah.
And it can serve a great purpose for us and other people.
Yeah.
So this has been, for me, this is a heartwarming experience because I've always tried to help our youth and their families and help them have direction and access to the things that they need to improve their quality of life and to make them successful for the future. So this is that all, to me, it's like all of that in one space.
Yeah. Well, and there's this is really interesting. I would compare it to, I'm an electrician by trade, and so in our job, we have a lot of shutdowns, like you're working on a hospital or something, you have a shutdown. And so as a team, you might work through the night to get something back online. And when you do that, it's like there's an energy in the air working. And it's like, here we are, and you can feel it. There's like an energy in the air. When we were walking around, it's like, this is pretty cool what's going on here.
Yes. So. And not only is it the energy of just the work and what people are doing, you also hear it. The sound is a very significant part of that work and that energy.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think the sound, not to sound cliche, but that really is the sound of progress, of moving forward, because it's like we're literally over here. I can see the team buildings coming up, not out of the ground. They're sitting on concrete, but they're coming up, and by the end of today, we're going to have a full room that the kids have built.
Yes.
And they're working together as a team. That's pretty cool. It's
yes,
pretty awesome.
Is. Teamwork makes the dream work.
Yes, it does. We were talking a little bit earlier, and I just wrote some things down here. How do you feel like the skilled trades, what kind of impact is that making on the lives of people in Fulton County?
Oh my gosh. It makes a significant impact on the lives of the people in Fulton County because, it makes me think about how every year I have 2 youth conferences. And people ask me when I first started doing the youth conferences, why do you do that? You're a Fulton County commissioner. The county is mandated by the state to provide health and human services. Yeah. And I said, well, first of all, this is a human service. Yeah. And it's also a part of health, mental health, behavioral health, when you're talking about it being related to our youth. And I always say that we have to help each other. That whole teamwork thing. Yeah. We can't work in silos. We need to connect with each other. It expands our purpose and our ability to touch the people. And then I have this thing about every youth is not going to graduate from high school and go to college, and every youth that goes to college is not going to finish college. But every youth should have the opportunity to be successful. And I feel like the trades is where it's at. Yeah. So instead of, them going to college, if they decide not to, and if they go to college and they realize that's not the place for them, they have another alternative. Yeah. And there's so many areas in trade that they can go into that there's something for everybody.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
how I feel
Well,
like
and
the
that's
impacts.
it is an impact. And I just shared a post this morning from a company about leaving a positive impact on the teams that they're working with, like a construction company that we work with at Blackline. You know, they were posting today just how it is and the impact that they're leaving. You know, just to kind of touch on that a little bit, I was talking with a superintendent a few months ago, and he was building something, and he goes, I just feel like, you know, what I do sometimes doesn't have purpose. And I was like, man, you have purpose. And he goes, well, sometimes I'm building a house, and he goes, that feels fulfilling, and sometimes I'm building a storage facility, and I'm like, but that helps people live their lives.
That's right.
And that gives great purpose. And I think that's one of the awesome things about what you are doing by coming here and walking around and looking at what the kids are doing, what Construction Ready is doing, what Skills USA is doing. This is the investment of the impact, showing them that they can have a job and a life with purpose.
That's right.
And so I really appreciate that you're doing that.
I love it because we are continuing to instill hope in people. And, you know, once people lose hope, it's almost like they lose their life.
Yeah.
They lose their will to live. So we have to continue to do the things that are going to instill hope in people. And this is just another part of that.
Well, you and I were walking around earlier. We talked with a company, and I'll just give a shout out to Plateau Excavating. And we were talking with their marketing director, and she was here talking with you. I believe her name's pronounced Aria.
Yes.
And you guys were talking about that very thing. And the thing that came up was just investing in people and showing them that there is opportunity
Yes.
in the trades. And it's a tremendous opportunity in the trades for a career, for purpose, and for something that's fulfilling and can provide for your family, for your life. And so it was really neat to see you two talking and just sharing both of your, like, you were really encouraging to her, I could tell. And you were doing that thing where you were making a positive impact by being there, having a conversation with them. Like you were saying thank you to them. You were appreciative of what they're doing. And you've been doing that with everybody here. And I think that really matters a lot. Because, you know, you're in a position and you're affecting things, but we talked about this earlier, you know, like you can go really fast alone. But in order to go far, you have to go together.
That's right.
And by you being here on the floor, you're showing us here that Fulton County, you and your team, you're here with the people. You are helping us go farther together. And so that's a really exciting and cool thing.
Thank you so much for that.
So tell me, what is Fulton County doing to invest in the trades?
Well, you know, I'd like to have the facts. So I reached out to our director of WorkSource Fulton. His name is Brett Lacey. He is an awesome leader in the workforce development arena, handling, you know, not from small businesses, entrepreneurs to the larger corporations, and assembling a offering of job training and access to employees for those companies that need help, even just hiring, and having jobs available, and making sure we have everything in Fulton County that we need to have a better quality of life for our residents and for our business owners. And so Brett offered some input that I'd like to share, and he said, one word is partnerships.
Come on.
Right?
I love that.
Right? Isn't that beautiful? Fulton County supports our educational and industry partners in promoting career opportunities, investing in the training of these workers through our workforce development programs, and connecting employers and educators to create pipelines of future talent.
Yeah, come on.
Right? And one great example of this is the new Fulton Promise Career Institute. It's a partnership between Fulton County Schools and Atlanta Technical College, which will open this fall in College Park and provide dual enrollment opportunities to Fulton County students in growing fields like welding and heavy equipment operations.
Come on.
All right?
Yeah, that's where it's at.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Yes.
I love that, you guys are literally doing what you say you're going to do. And that's something that's really important in the trades. You don't win work. You don't get to the next project if you don't do what you say you're going to do.
Yes.
And so you're making that investment. Not only are you here walking around and looking at things and encouraging people, which I believe matters.
It does.
But, Atlanta and Fulton County, you guys are investing and actually putting the money where your mouth is.
Yes.
So that's pretty awesome. And that's opening this fall, and people are going to be going there to learn these things that we're seeing here.
Yes, absolutely.
So I just want to say this. If you're out there and you're listening to this podcast and you're in government or you vote for someone or any of that stuff, you want to vote for people that are doing the things that are investing in the future of your livelihood, your careers, lifting the view of the trades, just like what Commissioner, is doing, what you're doing here.
Thank you.
We want people like you to be doing that stuff. And so that's really exciting that your team and the people here in Atlanta, that they're doing that. That's what we need all across the country. That's what we need to be about. Like, I'm from Pennsylvania, and I'm so excited to be here and see what you guys are doing.
I'm excited for you to be here and to be open to speaking with me and just bringing Fulton County into the fold, because Fulton County is the largest county in the state of Georgia. We have 15 cities inside of Fulton County. Atlanta is one of those. And so, we say Atlanta. I have to give a shout out to Mayor Andre Dickens, because he always says this is a group project.
Yeah.
And through this group project, we all work together for the greater good. But one of Atlanta's sayings is Atlanta influences everything.
Yeah.
And I always say, but everything is in Fulton County.
I love it. Well, and I mean, that's just it. We were talking earlier. We need to influence things. We need to influence, change. Blackline, our vision is to lift the view of the skilled trades, and you're helping us do that by influencing people. And that's what we all need to be doing. The mayor is doing that. All of the cities within Fulton County, I did not know that. That's Fulton County, where I come from, it's not that big.
Really?
It is not that big. So that is really cool. So many of the students have come here today to the expo, and they're experiencing this. And I've seen, honestly, this table here, we're at the main drag, and kids are walking by all day. They're walking by right now. I have seen thousands of kids in the past 24 hours.
Yes.
So, Commissioner, this is important to me. What is your advice to those kids, if they might be listening to this, those kids that have come here to the expo? What is it that you would say to them, that you want to encourage them and uplift them in? Because I've been really struck by, I didn't even realize, because it's been a little while since I've been in high school, and some of them are even younger than that. It was really cool to see like 7 and 8-year-olds walking by.
Yes.
I mean, that was awesome.
Yeah.
But I just was struck by, I forgot what it was like not to know what it is that I'm going to do for the rest of my life.
Oh, yes.
And I forgot what it was like when I was in high school, where I'm like, well, what if I mess up? What if I don't do it right? What if I choose this and it's wrong? What if I choose that?
Yeah.
And so my question for you is, for those kids here in your county, and honestly, this is going on the internet, so hopefully kids wherever.
Across the world.
Yeah. What is your advice to them?
You said it's been a little while since you were in high school. It's been a long while for me. But when I look at the youth of today, the first thought is that they are our future.
Come on. Yeah.
And they are our now.
Yeah.
And I want them to always know that no matter what happens in their life or where they come from, they can do anything. Yeah. They have to stay encouraged in that way, to know that you can make mistakes, you can come from poverty, you can still make it and you can still be successful in life. Yeah. And to look around you and find that thing that is near and dear to your heart, because when you find that thing that you want to do that is part of who you are and how you are, and it is your what I call your heart work,
yeah,
then it will never feel like work.
Yeah, we talked about that. You're right.
Yes, it will never feel like work. Yeah. You will be in your element, and you will just be very successful at what you're doing because it is something that flows out of you, that is a part of you. Yeah. And I just want them to always have that hope and always don't look for the money. Don't look for the fame and the fortune. Look for where is your hard work. Yeah. And that hard work is going to lead you to success. Yeah. I just feel like that's the way it works.
Yeah, I've been doing this for a little while, and I agree with you. I think that's the way it works. I think that we all have a purpose, and that hard work is going after that purpose of what we've been made to do. And when we figure that out, and then the way to figure that out is just to keep trying. Like you said, you can come from making mistakes. You can come from poverty. The deal is, it was said best by a young lady that I interviewed yesterday from McKinney Construction or Incorporated, McKinney Mechanical, and her name was Armani, and she said, "It's mistakes. We all are learning from mistakes, and if we don't quit, then we keep moving forward. We keep pushing. We keep going beyond, and that's really what I hear you saying is, if we're pushing and we don't give up, it will get better. It might not get better right now, but it will get better." And she is an Atlanta native. She's probably in Fulton County based on how big you told me it is.
Yes.
And she said to me, she goes, I'm a mom, a single mom, and I'm working. And in the trade, the company that she works for is helping her get educated in college. Yes. And she's doing her work, and she loves it. She loves it. And that's the thing where we have to remember, I think, for young people is don't give up. And don't think that you need to have it all figured out. Just move forward and do. Yes. And keep doing that. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to do things wrong. I did. I absolutely did. But what I haven't done yet, and I don't intend to, is I don't intend to quit. Yes. And I know we're coming to an end here, but I want to just share something else related to that. And the reason that you don't quit is because you surround yourself with a team of people, and you don't do it alone.
That's right.
And that's what we need to be about, and that's what you're here showing us today. And so I really appreciate that.
Thank you. I appreciate being here.
So one of the things when I close out our podcast here that I typically do, and I gave you a little heads up, but if you're out there listening and you're a tradesperson, or you're a young person, or you're someone who is an owner of a company, and you're not involved in lifting the view of the skilled trades, then you need to step up to the line. And the commissioner and I together, she's already stepped up to the line. She was there before me. And commissioner and I together, we're calling you to step up to the line and lift the view of the skilled trades. Commissioner, I am so grateful and thankful for you coming here and calling people out like that here today with me. And so, because you're doing that by showing them how to do it. And so I really appreciate that. Thank you very much for being here.
Thank you so much. Appreciate you and appreciate this organization for everything you do to get the word out to the world.
Well, we're not alone. And those of you who are out there that know who you are, we're all doing it together because we are stronger together.
Yes.
And we can do this, but we can't do it alone.
Yes.
And so really appreciate you doing it with us.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Later.